Hey guys, today I'm going to do a video on the innards of a Sheaffer Vac-Fill. What you're seeing here is a Sheaffer Vac-Fill without the nib. The nib would be on this end, but it's out right now because I'm in the middle of repairing this pen. I'm going to jump right into this. If you don't know what a Sheaffer Vac-Fill is, I'll post a link up so you can go read about it, see what they're all about. It's a pretty cool old filling system. I think the original design's a little flawed, but won't talk about that. Let's jump right in. What we see here is a blind cap in the barrel. The blind cap is attached to the packing unit, which is attached to a piston filling rod that goes down inside. The packing units are normally stuck in really tight. This one is loose. I'm very fortunate to have this one be loose. Okay, I'm going to set this down right here. So here's the blind cap. This right here is the packing unit. This is kind of the innards of the packing unit. They're sort of falling out right now. I'll get to that later. This is the piston head. Okay. I'm going to break this down little by little and show you what each piece is. Hopefully this will be informative. When I first started looking into these pens, people tried to make drawings of them. It was very confusing. So I'm going to take this apart and show you each piece. Hopefully it'll make more sense. So let's unscrew this. Alright, there we go. So I'll take this off too. This is the blind cap detached from the piston rod. Small little nut in there that screws on to the blind cap end. There are two different types that screw on. One of them, there's a metal piece that slides over the piston. Piston rod screws into a little piece that goes in here. Then that metal nut screws up inside. So it's kind of a two-piece system. It holds a little bit more loose on there. Alright, that is not really important though. Here's the packing unit. Now the packing unit originally, when it was first described to me, sounded really complicated. I'll tell you, it's not that complicated. Okay, this is the plastic housing. Okay, this little guy right here is the cover to the packing unit. It's a little plastic cover. I'm going to take apart the innards of the packing unit because it's filled with packing material. Oop, it's kind of trying to fall apart for me. So let me take this apart for you. Alright, just pick and pull it out. It goes in order of all the things in there. There are five things in there. We'll start with the first one, which is a rubber washer. Okay, so it's just a little rubber washer that keeps everything in there tight. This guy here, oh, we got two of them at once. There we go. These are the felt packing pieces. So you can see there's two of them there. There's three in there total. I'll pull out the other one here. They are filled with ink right now, stained kind of. But yep, that's felt right there. And then lastly, we have another rubber washer. So two rubber washers, three pieces of felt. Separate them, keep it easier visually. There you go. That's what's inside this plastic packing unit housing. Not as complicated as you might think. Just a bunch of little pieces. So I could tuck these back in here. I'm not going to, because this packing unit needs to be repacked anyway. Oop. So I'll just leave those right there. Push them off to the side. And we'll talk about the head of the piston rod. So we'll move that over there. So this is obviously the piston shaft or rod here. This goes in the pen, sucks up and down. This here is the nut on the very end. This would normally be shellacked on, but I've taken it off already. So this little plastic nut with steel threads inside, metal threads. Don't really know what they're made of, probably steel. This is the piston gasket, very important part. That's what touches the sides of the barrel and creates the suction. And this is the hard backing washer, which is also an important piece. So just three pieces on the end. The hard backing washer, it has a little bevel to it. And what that bevel does is it makes it so that when this is pushed down into the pen, the gasket bends back a little bit so it doesn't go all wonky and stuff and flip around in there. Just screw that back on. Very simple. So there you go. That's all there is to it. It's not that complex. Normal operation, you would have the packing unit in here. Let me see if I can even get this screwed together. Normal operation for the pen, the packing unit would be in there. A new one, you'd unscrew your blind cap, pull this out, suck it up. I'm kind of showing this wrong because there's no packing unit in here. And you'd ram this down in there, and what happens inside when you ram this down is the barrel widens out right here. So as you ram it down, it hits the feed and the feed offsets it so it's tight, and then it gets loose and ink rushes past it because of the vacuum created. That's why it's called a vacuum filler. So there you go. Hope that was useful.